Good morning. Today is a bit of a sad day as we are about to leave, but we're gonna have one last breakfast here at this place. We're gonna enjoy and then pack our things and head back to Terengganu. Don't forget your bag. Well, goodbye, amazing place. Goodbye, incredible bathroom. Gonna miss this place so much. Bye. Goodbye, swimming pool.
Sad that we leave, but happy that we stayed.
It was good, it was fun. It was really relaxing.
It was amazing.
Look at this, come on, look behind you. It's just a gorgeous place. And the beach, look, just right in front. Couldn't ask for a better place than this. Beach there. Infinity.
Easily one of the most amazing places we've ever stayed in Malaysia. Easily.
For sure. Indeed. We checked out of our amazing resort, but there was still a few things to do before we headed back to Terengganu.
So today we came back to the Setiu boardwalk because we're gonna meet the director of the Terengganu State Park. Gonna learn a little bit more about the park and the conservation project, you know, these kind of things.
This area is open, officiated by His Royal Highness, the Sultan of Terengganu. The total area for Setiu Wetland is actually 23,000 hectares. Okay, that one is consists of state land and individual lands. Okay, but then nowadays we already gazette 1,596 hectares called Taman Negeri Setiu Wetland here.
Setiu Wetlands is such an important park because its different 9 ecosystems don't only provide food source for the local population, but it also controls floods, diminishes erosions, and serves as a nursery ground for the marine species found here. 75% of Setiu district is in fact wetlands, so it's super important to preserve such a unique place like this. Super interesting to hear the state park director to talk about the importance of the mangroves and the environment impact it could have if they don't take action and protect it. So with all of this said, we would like to thank the state park of Terengganu for making this trip happen, and Alex and Chris for sharing their knowledge with us. Gonna have a peek, see what looks like.
Surprise, surprise! Chris was explaining to us that these boatmans use a very old technique and they're the last generation that know this technique. Obviously nowadays they have access to better tools, but back in the days everything was done by hand. All the wood was cut by hand, everything, literally everything was done by hand. Nowadays they have tools, so it makes their job a little bit easier, but there is no models, there is nothing written down, there is no manual book for how to build a boat, so they have everything in their head.
Each one of these is made with 100-year-old wood, and this bark right here we talked about is also a 100-year-old bark. And actually what will happen when this goes in the water, it'll expand and it'll leak just for a few, maybe day or so, and then it'll seal up. About 2 years from here until that.
It'll take 2 years
2 years.
to build a boat.
Yep.
2 years.
They have about 5 people working up there, so that might be a year and a half.
Wow.
Okay,
And how much would cost a boat like this, roughly, do you know?
yeah, this one's about an 80-footer, so it's going to cost somewhere between 400 and 500,000 US dollars.
Whoa!
And for the amount of work that they have, I think it's not enough. It's a cheap price, to be honest. For all, it's handmade, everything done by hand.
Yeah, if you were,
So-
if you could commission 5 or 6 of these, sail them to yachting places in the world or even Hollywood even,
Yeah.
you could probably sell them for $2 million each.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd
That's
clear
what.
some money.
And this is like an amazing technique, and they are the last generation that know the technique,
Yes.
right? So this is like something very, very unique.
Within 50 years, this particular boat building technology will be out of the minds and hearts of the generation, the last generation.
So this is phase 1 of boat building. This is phase 2, the one that we just showed you inside, and that will be phase 3. They're nearly finishing that one there.
Yeah.
And then a finished boat will look like this. Hope the locals don't mind us invading their space.
Boleh, boleh.
Oh, you heard Bule.
So we can.
The other side.
Oh, that's how you make the wooden pegs.
So you can make it different sizes according to your needs. Wow.
Try. I'll try. All right.
There you go.
This is what they look like.
After they passed through the little
this.
hole.
Even the shape.
So they were just telling me that one peg can hold up to 1 ton before breaking. So if you were to have this linked in like some sort of swing or something like that, before it would break in half, it would hold almost 2,000 pounds.
Jeez.
Before.
And that's because of its very hard wood, like
very hard wood.
What's the name of the tree that?
Chinga wood.
Chinga wood. Oh, the same as
Yeah, the same as it made the old houses. It's just a very good hardwood. It doesn't become brittle easily, and it lasts for a very long time, up to 100, 200 years sometimes. Now they were just telling me that the boats actually will go no problems for 30 to 40 years, but then they have to make sure they repair.
Oh, so this is the bark they use
to put between the
gaps.
The wood, the gaps, and then this bark expands and
It'll
it
seal.
seals the gaps between the pieces of wood.
Like this, right here. We were just told that they use heat to bend the wood to make it nice and perfect shape.
So it aligns perfectly with the structure of the boat.
So what he was saying was he's using this to he's going to heat fire both sides, and this is going to be straight first, and then he's going to put it on here, and then he's going to actually turn it to the angle that he wants.
And that's how you bend the wood.
Fire on both sides. And there may be a second one you can put on the other side if need be, but
Right. So it means that this one is going to be bent pretty soon.
yeah, so that'll go on the side now.
Okay.
See where you got it on this?
Yeah.
And so he knows the exact angle he wants to.
They know exactly where to put the nail, exactly where to cut the wood or to bend, but everything is up in their head. So you have to learn with them. You cannot just read it from a book. You have to come here, build it yourself with them for 2 years, and then maybe you become a boat builder.
Okay, Chris. Thank you so much. Thanks once again for everything.
Yeah.
Had fun. Bye bye.
Okay, back in Katy, back in the big city again.
Yep. We're gonna finish the video over here. We're about to check into our new hotel. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we shall see you on the next one. Peace!